Awesome. So thanks for the girls that have jumped in live to this call. So before we actually kick off, thanks for reminding me, Stella, grab an oil if you got one handy, just whatever you feel like you need right in this moment. Oh, that's so hard. We'll just use that to ground. Here's a combo I've never tried before. Drop a Frankie and drop a spearmint. Let's see what that's like. Oh. Quite good. Awesome. So good. Thank you, oils. Awesome. So I am so excited to chat to you guys about what's going on in April. I'm sure you're all over this in terms of what the promotions actually are, all the ins and outs of it all. But in particular, I want to focus on the Share the Aroma Enroling promotion and how we can use this to really help more people. So I think that's what we're all about. Something that I learned really early on in this industry is, I guess the whole reason I came into this industry, one was because it was a vehicle that I could use to help people in their health and wellness. And I really wanted to really touch lots of lives and help them get thinking about what they use in their home and detoxing some of the stuff that we just naturally pick up off the supermarket shelf or we naturally just have in our medicine cupboards or whatever, and giving them an opportunity to learn about how there's some other more natural ways that our body can be supported and that we can create this beautiful home environment where our families and our kids in particular are safe. You don't have to worry about what they're getting into. And I just think it's lovely. Like my son's 15 and literally last night or the night before he said to me, Mum, can you please order me some more HD Clear, the oil blend for pimples and breakouts and stuff. And I just made a bit of a joke because when I first got it for him, he's just like, oh, this doesn't work. And, very cool about it all. And here he is saying, Mum, can you please I'm nearly out of it. Can you please order it? I said, so is it working? He's just like, I don't think so. And I'm like, all right, okay. So I won't order it then for you, mate. He goes, can you order me some? So I take that as the 15-year-old version of, yeah, this is the shit. So, so that's the whole reason I got into starting to share. And I quickly realised that my vision for this was so much bigger than just myself. I quickly realised that for the amount of people and the amount of lives that I wanted to change and just put a little question mark to or, impact in some way, I could only change so many lives, just me. So I really quickly wanted to help other people experience what I had and help other people get out there and become a bit of a united front and collaborate with other like-minded people. And this is where the Share the Aroma Enrolling promo is so beautiful and so much in alignment with that. So if you haven't already seen it, let's just recap over that for a moment. So it is when you help people get started. So this is for brand new enrollments, people who are just getting their memberships and getting started. So for anyone who starts with a 100 PV enrollment, that's a qualifying enrollment. This promo is running over April and May. So when you enroll 4 people during that 2-month period, you'll get a free Buddha wood, which is an exclusive oil that you can't buy by itself. It's in the beautiful Amavi blend, is one that I know it's in. I'm not sure if it's in any others, but so beautiful. It's described quite similarly to sandalwood. So if you're familiar with sandalwood, the meditation side of things and the grounding properties of sandalwood, Buddha wood is quite similar. So I'm super excited because I really want to get my hands on this oil for myself, because you can't buy these things. Now when you introduce, and there's an old word blast from the past, when you enroll 8 people in the 2 months, April and May, you receive Buddha wood and Roman chamomile. And when you enroll 12 people in April and May, you receive Buddha wood, Roman chamomile, and Melissa. I know, right? Craziness. Everyone that I've told before, or they hadn't seen it yet, and I'm like, have you seen it? Have you seen it? And there were some F-bombs dropped. The excitement is quite high when it comes to Melissa, because if you've ever taught a class or a one-on-one, how many of you have had a customer say to you, what's Melissa? What's that for? Like when they're looking at the price list, everyone wants to know. They're just like, oh, wow, have you got Melissa? So I'm super, super excited about it. Then plus we've got, for the first 15 people in Australia and New Zealand, for the first 50 people in Australia and New Zealand to enroll 15 people, you get those 3 oils for free, plus a VIP experience at convention, which is pretty epic. So pretty awesome. So I wanted to talk to you guys about how you can use this promotion to not just be like, oh, yes, here's some oils that I can get for myself, but using this promotion in terms of how we can really spark interest or inspire customers to potentially share or maybe even build. So this is a really epic promotion that if you can think of anyone who's a customer, maybe you know somebody who is placing an LRP every single month. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be placing a 100-point order or 125. It could be that they're consistently placing a 50-point order or a 60-point order or even a 30-point order. These are your oily lovers. These are the people that get the oils. They love the oils. They love the lifestyle of it all. Chances are these are the people that are going to be super, super excited about, one, getting their hands on a not-for-sale oil, and 2, just getting free oils, whether that's Roman chamomile or Melissa or all 3. So have a little look at your trees. Have a look at the people that you've got in your downline and think who would really love some free oils. And you can reach out to them and say, look, I'd love to help you. I thought of you straight away. I know how much you love your oils and you're using them so much. Have you seen the promo that they've released? Because you could offer to come and teach a class a month, like, how about we get a few people together this month and a few people together next month, and you can enroll those people and get something for free. Maybe they're open to doing a little bit more. Maybe they really would love Melissa. And if that's the case, you can say, awesome, happy to help you do that. Let's book in 2 classes in April and 2 classes in May, and let's get that happening for you. So can you see how this is a beautiful promo to inspire those conversations with these beautiful customers who are already in your team? I know that for me, last time when we did the In Bloom promotion, so for those of you, I'm not sure if you were all around at that point, that was, you get free what was it? Jasmine, lemon myrtle, jasmine, and rose, which is pretty epic. So there are a few people that I've got, I think two. I had two people that they're not building the doTERRA business, but they're active sharers. And from that point on, like we partnered together and taught some classes together, as in I taught the class, she brought the people, and she supports them afterwards. But she's also then enrolled a couple of extra people in between when that was, I think, July, and over the last, between then and now. So over the last sort of 6 months or so, she's also, I can think of one in particular that's enrolled other people as well. So it can really help sort of spark that interest and that, I guess, sharing, inspire other people to share the oils with their friends, especially considering that doTERRA have, of course they have, because nothing is ever a coincidence, but doTERRA have, aligned this with the 20% off kits promo as well. So it's just such a good promo that we can use and say, hey, this is such a great time that your friends can get 20% off kits, and for you, helping your friends get started, this is what we could help you get. Are you interested in getting some oils for free and me helping you to do that? Awesome. So does anyone have any questions about that while we're on that at the minute? Or does anyone want to share their experience of maybe the In Bloom promotion that we did last year? Deadly quiet. Deadly quiet.
Carla, quick question. I don't know if you can confirm this. With the 20% off the enrolment kits,
yep,
is that only for new members or for existing members who want to buy an enrolment kit? Can they still get the 20% off?
As far as I know, I don't know, to be honest. As far as I know, I don't know. I know that question was asked on our Diamond call, and we were told that it was just for new customers, because it is an enrolment promo. The whole idea of it is to help new people get started. That's the whole reason of it. It's so incredible. I just think it's the best. That's Jess says, if I go into the back office, it's at the discounted price. I had heard that. I don't know if that's meant to be the case, but I would hope, I don't know. Are you thinking about buying it for yourself, Stella, or?
Oh, I mean, I'm okay. I'm sort of set up as it is, but it was just more, like, say, for example, like the Emotions range or something like that, that if I didn't have the full set, if it was cheaper for me to buy it as a kit, could I purchase, the enrolment kit with the 20% off? Obviously, it's obviously, to be used for enrolments mainly, but just a question, just wondering.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's meant to show up like that in the back office. Up to you whether you want to try and give it a go. I don't know. So totally up to you what you want to do with that. I'll just
la 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 la. Oh, good. Thanks.
If you were to say, my sister really wants to get one, and I was thinking about getting her a kit, well, it's got 20% off, I'd be just like, Stella, what are you doing? Just sign her up. Do you know what I mean? And I know that sounds really straightforward and just like sort of silly to say, but I know that there are some people that do that because it annoys me because it bottom line of it is so selfish, because that person is getting the points. The other person doesn't have their own account to be able to really enjoy all that we enjoy with it. So, I've just seen a few posts recently, and I'm just like, oh, people. Beck, are you able to talk? I know you've got your video off, but I was wondering if you could share, because I know you had really great success last time with the In Bloom promotion, which is similar to the Share the Aroma one. Perhaps not. That's okay. Awesome. All right. So some ideas for sharing the oils in terms of just getting in front of people. And can I just say, you guys, like, I think it's really important that we have that beautiful balance of, you know, partnering with people and maybe ignite. Oh, Becky's here.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah, everyone's asleep and I'm just, and I'm in the dark, so you can't really see me.
That's all right. Are you able to share?
Yeah. So the In Bloom, I think, what time of year was that? Was that a similar time of year?
July,
or?
I think June, July, maybe.
Yeah. I just think at the time it just worked really well with my customers. Like they were just really excited about it. And I don't know. It just, the timing was really good and the customers were really excited. And really, I think just working with the customers and, showing their excitement. This was what, a couple of them wanted to do a rebook, so just say if it's running over 2 months, do a class in April and then do a class in the following month, so that for the people that didn't come the first month, they can come the second month.
That's such a good wording to use, like, oh no, we couldn't get Sally and Brooke there today, why don't we reschedule a class for next month and do it there. I know you did that really well last time.
So I think just getting them excited and I think because you've got that 2 months, if you can kind of get them in the first month, then you've got a better chance of sort of organising another class for the second month.
Awesome. That's a great point too, like having those extra classes. Hold on 2 secs. That's a good point, having those having a class in April, so then you can back it up in May and leave that door open, which is awesome. Thanks for sharing, Beck.
No worries. I'll probably put my thing back on.
That's okay.
It's stuck.
So with April, let's chat about that, because April's amazing with all the things that are going on with the 20% off kits. Is just absolutely incredible. So I think it's really important that we don't just use, like, at whatever rank you are, and I know in the Diamond Facebook group there's a big chat about making sure you're always personally enrolling people, and not just enrolling them under the host, which you kind of have this split sometimes with an enrollment promo like this, where people just go, awesome, I'm just going to give all the enrollments to my host this month, even if they're not that interested in it or whatever. Or there's people that are just like, oh, I want all the oils for myself, and there's this scarcity mindset that sets in as well. So I think it's important to have that balance of both. So making sure that you're strategically looking at who would potentially spark up with an enrollment promo like this and maybe inspire them to share the oils, but also use it as a way that you can get free oils for yourself, but using your own personal enrollment. So you can do that by opening up and doing public classes, doing online classes, doing one-on-ones with your connections as well, rather than just having a host who invites her people. So that's a really great way of doing it. The other thing I was going to say with April, it's so incredible. I love April and this school holiday season, because as a mum, especially with younger children, this is like the last school holidays where they can really be outside, maybe make the most of any kind of weather and catch up at the playground. Winter is just touch and go. Like, you wouldn't see me, to be honest, at the playground doing a class at the park or anything like that. Whereas April, you still got, it's like the last, the last barbecue of the season before it goes to crap again. So there's lots of different ways that you can promote your classes. So doing a catch up in the park, let the kids run wild, and the mums can all sit around the kitchen, around the picnic table or on a blanket or whatever, do that. Or you can invite the kids around to your house. If you've got young children, even just inviting them around and just the mums with the kids, hey, I thought it would be fun activity for the kids, and we can just make some sensory Play-Doh and make some, I think that there's a recipe for that in the Essential Life book. You can add the oils to the Play-Doh, just a really good activity to bring the mums to your house with their kids. Then the kids can go off and make a mess with the Play-Doh and tramp it all through your carpet while you talk about oils with them. So that's just like a holiday, just a fun school holiday activity that you can do. Pretty easy to make Play-Doh. The other things that you can do are things like a themed class around this time works really, really well. So winter wellness is pretty hot as we come into the cooler months. As the seasons change, I actually find that my kids tend to get sick more in autumn and spring than actually winter. It's just that change when you get the warm and the cool days, and then they're often back to back. That's when the immune system really takes a beating. So especially at the end of term, when sicknesses are a little bit more common because kids are tired and run down. So you could do a winter wellness themed class. You could even do like a make and take class for Mother's Day. So you could make some things for Mother's Day. It could be some pure fumes, or like a body butter, or a room spray, something like that. So I find that making a nice themed class at this time of year to bring people to for a public class, or a catch up at the park, is a really good, just fun kind of thing to do as well. So just thinking, so I guess it doesn't really matter with the enrollment promo, just going back to Share the Aroma promo, it doesn't matter what your goal is with that. Whether you have got your heart set on getting all 3 oils, or maybe you've got your heart set on getting that VIP ticket and express check-in at convention, early entry to get all the swag, seating right out the front. You might have that on your pin board, just like, yep, that's where I want to aim for. Or you might just be wanting to aim to enroll 4 people over the next 2-month period. So if that's your goal, actually put it up as a goal. Do you know what I mean? Because we actually achieve so much more when we actually say what we want to achieve and what we're going for, rather than just going, oh, cool, I hope I get that. I reckon I will. And then just plodding along and seeing how we go. So this is not about you having to go hard or just go crazy or anything, but think about what, in terms of your business and what your goals are for your business, what would you like to aim for? Does anyone want to share while we're chatting? And if you can't talk, you can feel free to type in the chat. Enroll a few peeps. Okay, Jess, I really want you to get specific about that. So what is your goal? Do you have a number? No, you don't have a number. Okay. So I really invite you and encourage you to set a goal about how many people need to go through your list. Of course, yes. So I would actually go goal first and then go through your list. Because you never know, like you could go through your list and so-and-so could have a class and invite somebody. They may have no interest in getting the Buddhawood, but you could enroll that person. Do you know what I mean? So it's not about who you think you could get. It's about how many people would you like to help? How many people would you like to help? Okay, let's rewind. The kids are 20% off. The kids are 20% off. It's never, ever been offered in Australia before, ever. Never been offered. When I spoke to some of the other diamonds and above who have got teams in Europe and the US, they said this is absolutely amazing for enrollments. Reaching out to people that perhaps you've had contact with that haven't enrolled yet. Perhaps you've got people that have said to you, oh, Jess, I'd be keen to check out these oils and just the timing hasn't, you just haven't got there yet. Those kind of people. Or maybe there's people that you haven't even thought of yet. They said it's just been amazing in the past when they've run this in the other markets. It's been just such a boom for enrollments. The other thing that I do know, which you probably will have heard me say, is that we were told that this promotion will not be happening again for at least 18 months, more likely 2 years. That's how freaking amazing it is. So it's not something that they do very, very often. So I'm really excited about it. What I want you to think about is how amazing is it that you've got your kit? How amazing would it have been to have got your kit discounted? And for some people, that could be the difference between getting a family essentials kit and maybe just getting a home essentials kit instead. Getting 3 times as much for less than, or just about $100 extra, and they're getting 3 times as much and a diffuser. There's so many people that will absolutely love this promo, but they're not going to hear about it unless you share it with them. Or they may hear about it from someone else who's super excited about it. And you run the risk of them joining with the other people. Has anyone ever had that happen before? I've had it happen. It stings. It hurts so much. So, you guys are giving me nothing. I'm a little bit concerned. I am. I am. I'm going to be really honest, because if you guys aren't super, super pumped about this, good luck to you.
Well, I'll put my hand up.
Thanks, Stella.
I absolutely want the Buddhawood. Hands down, want the Buddhawood. Done. Like, I'm getting 4 at least, minimum. But as soon as I heard that Melissa was on the list, I was like, damn. I'm pulling 12 from somewhere. I got to do it. Yeah. I mean, the VIP thing would be, that would be a bonus, but definitely going for Buddhawood and I've got a few classes hooked up in April, so definitely going to work for that, Melissa, for sure.
Yeah, awesome. And like you do great with enrolling. I think sometimes what we can do is look at the number of what's needed and we scare ourselves off. We don't need to do that. Like, you have enrolled, I don't know how many people over the last 2 months, more than 12.
Me?
Yeah, Stella.
Oh, yeah, probably. I lost count.
So, reality check.
Yeah.
Like, you really need to be going, oh, I really hope I can get all 12 enrollments to get Melissa, or can we just go, hey, I actually enrolled 12 people over the last 2 months, so I can totally do this. Especially when you start thinking about who are those people that I could perhaps partner with or perhaps inspire, because some of them will and some of them won't take it, but you could just, they mightn't want the enrollment, stuff, but you could offer them just something a little extra to say, hey, thanks for hosting a class with me. I loved it and I couldn't help this many people without your help. Here's a little bonus from me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome. Heather, you're the only one who hasn't spoken on this night's call.
I knew I wasn't going to get away with it for a while.
Haha.
So I'm going for it. Just do it. Just get out there and do it. Just talk to people. I'm actually going out for dinner with a new group. Well, not a new group, but a group I've been trying to break into. Going out for dinner with them tomorrow night. There's 6 of them. So I'll be chatting to them about stuff. And I've got some people who are sort of have been to a class that haven't really enrolled, so I'm going to chase them up tomorrow. And yeah, I mean, every single person I come across is an opportunity. That's sort of what I see. So I did it last time. I got the rose and jasmine and all of that, which I love pulling that out, and I go, you can't buy this.
You can never have this.
I got this because not because I deserved it, but I got it because I just said through enrolling. So I'll just go for it. Networking is my thing. Connecting with people is my thing. Like, I just do coffee, do lunch, talk to people. Like, on Messenger, I'm always going, oh my gosh, it's been 15 years since I've seen you. Let's catch up. I just do it all the time, like all the time. And that's where I get all my new people from, because inevitably something comes up in the conversation that they need oils for, right? So I just go, oh my gosh, I'm doing this. You got to da-da-da-da-da, let's do this. And then, that's sort of how I tend to roll. So
you really do sell the best product. Like, I keep thinking all the time, like you said, Heather, like, it does naturally come up in conversation that we can help with something, or someone, if you're face to face, they'll say, oh my God, you smell amazing. Now, it's not often that you're in a conversation with someone and they say, wow, Heather, your breasts are rather perky and very shapely right now. What bra are you using? And you say, oh, it's Intimo. Do you know what I mean? Those kind of conversations don't really naturally come up so well. Or it's not like anyone's in your pantry just going, I am loving the way you're storing your nuts and your sugar and flour right now. Is that Tupperware? Do you know? This is a product that we have that can benefit every single person. For me, I have never met one person, or I do not know one single person, acquaintance, close friend, family, that would not benefit from using the oils in some way, shape or form. They may not know it yet, but that's our job, to show them. Awesome. So I'm going to wrap it up, and I really invite you to put it on your vision board, put it on your whiteboard, put it on your computer, have it somewhere, a goal that you want to set, whether it's, even if it's nothing to do with the Share the Aroma promotion. How many people do you want to help? How many people do you want to serve and show up and give them the opportunity to have what you have? Because there's so many people out there in the world right now who are suffering. I spoke to one lady today who has crippling anxiety. Crippling. And if you've ever heard, I know Kelly won't mind me sharing this story, but Kelly Wrench's story in our team, absolutely beautiful. It took her 9 months before from the moment we talked about oils to actually getting her first oils, and she was in tears, just saying, these have changed my life. And that is worth gold to her, you know. And we get to be that person that introduces this new life-changing product to them. So Share the Aroma promo aside, I really invite you to just think about how many people this month you'd like to reach out to and really connect with, and show them how amazing these oils can be in their lives. So I'll wrap it up there, and if you've got any questions, I'll put the video up of this in the group and you can comment below. But make sure, if your team wasn't on this, if you've got other people in your team, make sure you tag them in the video so they can check this out. And just a reminder that we will be running them now from 8 o'clock because it's daylight savings time finito. So we're back to 8 o'clock for both Freedom Tribe and Essential Circle calls as well. So thanks for joining us, guys. See you.